Hello my friends, Bogdan is here for you, and this one is about the eternal topic of online casino business, in particular as regards the affiliate marketing. So it's how to increase the player lifetime value and how to decrease the churn out or make a retention work in your way. So what is LTV and what is retention in this business? So I insist that lifetime value and retention are two sides of the same coin. So meaning that if, for example, you have low retention, the turnover rates of players is very big. For example, you would recruit 100 of players or first-time depositors, and then by the end of the month you only have, for example, 75 of them. So your churn rate is 25%. You may only retain 75% after a particular short periods of time. It means that you actually have a lower average playtime value. Not just because those who left are playing for less money, but also because you incur an additional costs for funding and recruiting the new ones. So you have to make up for those losses, and it means you have to be spending more money, recruit more people, make more outreach, suggest better deals, and so on. Well, but why exactly lifetime value is decreasing here, and why retention is such a big problem? My position is that most of the time casino providers are a part of this problem, not just someone who's observers. So online casino market is a very competitive one, and for example, a popular strategy of making more and more nearly identical online casinos and pushing them up on the market brings the new problem. It means that the affiliate sites who are growing in traffic relatively low and relatively longer, they are facing the dilemma of more advertisers, but less real return from each particular advertiser. So it means that, for example, if you have been making 100 or 1,000 euro per advertiser per month, then adding up another advertiser, which doesn't actually mean that you will retain this 1,000 per your base of advertisers. It will add up another. So no, it means that the pool of advertisers will be making you less. Each one will be making you less. On the whole, you probably will retain more or less the same amount, but each one particular will make you less money. So it means that it is getting turned into a game that's useless to play. So adding up more advertising doesn't really bring you more money. And the idea behind is that casino providers have been lazy enough not to go on develop the engagement or create new types of casino, just making risk skins and that's all. And above all, there's a problem of survival or a bankruptcy of casino, which turns affiliate site into more suspicious ones. Because if you go bankrupt after half of the year or a year, it means that I will lose the revenue share that I have been with you, and it means that I have to make up for this. I will try to ask for some money in advance and so on and so on. So let's go over the types of affiliate programs of casino to understand what is the connection between the types of affiliate program, LTV and retention, and what probable solutions are to this problem in my eyes, in my view. So there are mostly 4 types of affiliate program. First is the new ones. So new, just coming up on the market, hungry for players and so on and so on. the idea is to break even as fast as they can. Another type is scaling up. Once you have broken even, once you kind of okay, you have the players base and so on, you must be scaling up because the venture capitalists, your investors are demanding, and the businesses can be standing still, right? So scaling up is, scaling is going for another level up. And the third idea is that they're also undercapitalized program on any level. They can be new, they can be scaled up, but those are lacking real funds, and they are trying to do some things at a less cost. And finally, there are programs that work only in regulated markets, but we don't actually target these programs within this video because they have their own rules and own things that work on them. All right, what are the LTV rules and LTV dependencies? So LTV, the lifetime value of a player, is dependent on the deposit amount and the recency of deposits. So for example, is a regular deposit amount, for example, is 50 euros, and the recency is that a player will deposit every month. So it means he will the lifetime, and he will lose it all, for example. So lifetime value will be number of deposits by recency of deposits. In its turn, the deposit amount actually depends on the geography because there are some poor countries and some more developed countries. It will also depend on players' interest in players' specific position and also a player type. For example, is the higher rollers player, the new players, the player experience player, player affinity to and closeness taste to the risks. Another thing that defines LTV, apart from deposit amount, deposit recency, let's say this is a wallet. But another thing that defines LTV is how you turn over your wallet, how you make your money, how you put your money into play. So the turnover rate of deposits will be in its turn defined by the level of engagement, how much the player is engaged with your casino, how good are you in making them interested to play, and also a player type, because they might be dopamine lovers, people who cannot live without it every day, and so on and so on. And they can be not experiencing like new players, they're just starting up their road and so on. So we know these LTV dependencies. There's a dependency on a wallet size and a wallet turnover. And we can say that, for example, the solution to this, some solutions to the problems are not working well to the date. For example, there's a solution of March deposit or welcome deposit bonus that would give the identical amount of money to what you have deposited, but it does not. So if in effect it will increase the deposit amount, because you say, for example, deposit more will give you more, and in fact it works. But on the other hand, it decreases the velocity of turnover of this wallet, because you get your money, you get the free money, and the overall velocity is twice as low. All right, so let's discuss the retention dependencies. What is the rules of retention? So there will be basically two rules of retention. First is that retention depends on the number of accounts of a player in all the casinos. For example, in the later days, like before, a player would tend to have 2 to 3 accounts in different casinos and play them regularly. These days, it is 8, 9 accounts. So player has lots of casino in its roster, and he is not just playing with you as a casino operator, but with many others. So he will divide the money that he or she allocates to gambling between all those casinos. And then also another problem is that what he's interested, he or she interested, maybe she is more interested in decentralized crypto casinos, or that offer the coins, and this is how he or she's hooked, versus, for example, a ladylike casino, like a casino that has the skin and design that's appealing to ladies. These are two different levels of engagement, two different levels of affinity, and obviously different level of retention. So what solution do I suggest here? So basically, there are two solutions that you, as a casino manager, want to explore. First is explore the affiliates' motivation behind listing you on the website. So problem of LTV is inherently a problem of affiliate and casino relations. If you find a good working relations, it will increase your LTV. For example, there are, as I was discussing in later videos, there are three types of motivation behind listing. For example, motivation of diversification of risks of the existing portfolio, motivation of replacing a weak performance, and motivation of satisfying a particular demand with existing audience. So if you explore this particular motivation, understand why exactly affiliate site wants you here, not apart from the money, you will go half of the road of increasing your LTV. Another thing is to get a great LTV, you might be sticking to the working bundles of audience type and the motivation for your listing. I will disclose these working bundles in later videos, but I think that those are two things to stick to: the motivation behind listing, and stick to the specific idea of the audience type and motivation of this listing. If you have questions here, maybe you have comments or have answers to the ideas that I have, to the question that I have posted myself, please drop comments here. You got my email, you can find it on the web page or here on YouTube. You can send me email if you need a particular consultancy, how to optimize or start up your casino program, how to build your affiliate marketing program, and so on and so on. Thank you for watching. Bye.